Nola, kill them fans. Since the last video I had this damn space heater in the background. I don't need it, it ain't that cold. I kind of tuned it out. From flat smacking Globers all day, I tuned out the background. Regardless, here's part 2. Greek philosophers in early Western thought. This is 6th century BCE. In the ancient Greek world, there were a variety of theories about the shape of the earth. Some philosophers proposed spherical earth, others adhered to the flat earth ideas that existed. I don't know. We don't know if this is verifiable, the spherical claims, once you get further back. But in the epic poem, there's that. I think that's what we're wanting. The Sumerians here had many Sumerian cosmology, earliest recorded cosmologies. They were depicted the earth as a flat disk surrounded by water. This is one of the earliest recorded cosmology, referred to as a cosmological model. In early civilization, the earth was seen as flat surface floating on a cosmic ocean, and the sky was a solid dome above it. Ancient Egyptian cosmology. Now, you Freemasons who think I'm joking, but when I bring up certain things like why y'all guys worship Egyptian interdimensional gods, kind of like Stargate, y'all made that movie based off your own show. Sorry. Not a movie, off of your own beliefs. Care to explain? Don't at me. Public information. Masons have already said something. I don't mean nothing, no harm, but we got TikTok Masons saying y'all are trying to make this public, that it's not a secret. Again, surrounded by the solid vault over the flat earth, surrounded by the Nun, the primordial ocean. The sun god Ra traveled across the sky in a boat. Hindu cosmology, flat disk supported by a giant elephant or turtle in some early myths, but later texts also incorporated. Okay, come on, later text, spherical. Ancient mythologies, cosmologies, pre-scientific revolution. The Greek philosophers, early Western thought. Ancient Greek world, there were a variety of theories about the shape of the earth. Some philosophers proposed spherical earth, while others adhered to flat earth ideas. Homer, in the 8th century, back to this, come on. Epic poems of Homer, such as this one, the earth was described as a flat disk. For instance, Homer referred to the earth as a place where the sun rises and sets, but the descriptions did not suggest any curvature. So he could have just said rises and sets as a general term that's accepted, not that it actually sets below any curve, because he didn't suggest any curvature. Now here's Herodotus. Sorry guys, don't want to bomb the names. I'll get all the attacks in the comments, ignoring the context. But the few that understand will download and repost the video, so others will get flat smacked upon arrival to the app. The Greek historian here mentioned in his writings some of the people in ancient civilization believed that the earth was flat. He noted that the Egyptians, for example, were uncertain whether the earth was sphere or flat, with varying opinions based on cultural traditions and religious beliefs. It seems to be more modern cultural traditions. But either way, Pythagoras, he thought spherical earth, studies of the heavens, philosophical content rather than an established scientific one. And they all still believe flat, other than him. He's the odd one out. These people might have been the sellouts of the old days. Here we go, ancient Jewish and Christian beliefs. The Judeo-Christian tradition, the belief in a flat earth persisted for centuries, with some interpretations of religious texts supporting the idea. Early Jewish cosmology, circa 5th century BCE to the 1st century. Okay, the Old Testament, specifically in the book of Genesis and the book of Isaiah, there are references to the earth being flat and immovable. For example, 4:22 refers to the circle of the earth, which some have interpreted as indicating a flat circular disk. Psalm 104:5 states, "The Lord established the earth upon its foundation so that it will never move," suggesting a stationary flat earth. Early Christian beliefs. The early Christian theologians and philosophers often maintain a flat earth interpolation. Interpolation. No, that's interpretation. Sorry. My screen's cracked. Interpreting certain biblical passages literally. Some argue that the earth was the center of the universe, with the sun and other heavenly bodies revolving around it. Church fathers such as St. Augustine sometimes reinforced the notion of a flat geocentric earth. Augustine, however, left open the possibility that later scientific inquiry might reveal new truths about the earth's shape. So, come on now. One of them, wasn't he? Ancient China, 3rd century. The ancient Chinese cosmology, there was a belief that in Earth, that's surrounded by a dome, the heavenly emperor was believed to reside in the sky above. And Earth was considered flat and square, reflecting the symbolic harmony of the natural world. The Han Dynasty, Chinese flat, followed a model where the Earth was depicted as square, with the heavens being a dome above. The idea persisted for centuries, though later Chinese scholars would adopt the spherical Earth model. So centuries of flat Earth models everywhere until the scientific revolution or whatever. These people come in and told us otherwise without any proof. Am I right? Early scientific and philosophical claims, right here, 5th century BCE and the 2nd century CE. While the belief in a flat Earth persisted throughout much of early human history, some early philosophers and scientists began to propose spherical Earth theories. It's kind of started to go over when this got more proposed and popular. People getting burned alive for promoting this, by the way. That's heresy, bro. Come on. So if you're religious, or a haram, I think is the equivalent in Islam. So we're all coming together over flat Earth, right? All religions are getting along in their lives, and we're more best friends than ever. So, yeah, the globe is haram and heresy. That's the two major religions right now. It's Christianity and Muslim, and the others are right beneath. Come on, folks. The Parmenides, I don't know. A Greek philosopher argued that the Earth was infinite and circular, suggesting a more spherical... Wait, did I say infinite? I got a thing on the screen. But anyway, I don't see how that makes sense. But he had spherical ideas. Aristotle provided early evidence or claims for a spherical Earth based on his observations that are shadowed in a lunar eclipse. So we've done debunked that. Flat Earth in the Middle Ages, 5th to 15th century. During the Middle Ages, the flat Earth belief was still prominent in many parts of the world, though it was increasingly challenged by more advanced understanding of astronomy. So astronomy is pseudoscience. Astrology is flat Earth observation. Astronomy is just the anti. It's the hypothetical counterclaim. You have to have a hypothetical opposite or an opposite to everything, whether you know what it is. So if you don't have one, you hypothetically make one up, or the closest thing you would think it would be, and then you give it a name and you try to prove it. But we debunk astronomy with astrology. Hope I got that right, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. One of them predates the other, and it matches the flat Earth map, but like a sky version. The astrolabe and everything else. Medieval scholars believed the Earth was flat. They believed the Earth is flat and the sun revolved around it in accordance with the geocentric model. The belief persisted well into the 15th century. The church and various religious schools held onto the flat Earth view based on literal interpretations of biblical passages. Some theologians, especially before the Renaissance, continued to argue against spherical Earth theories, considering them to be dangerous or heretical ideas. Dangerous, mate. The Renaissance and scientific revolution, 16th century, marked a turning point of scientists like Copernicus, Galileo, and Kepler. Challenged the flat Earth model and proposed a heliocentric spherical Earth model. They got together, the Illuminati, and they got to do it. It did not immediately erase the flat Earth belief, guys, but it did eventually gain scientific traction. Just believe it or else. Revival of flat Earth arguments, 18th and 19th century. Despite overwhelming evidence for spherical Earth, allegedly, or overwhelming claim by the 18th century, some philosophers, writers, and scientists continued to promote flat Earth theories. Figures like Samuel Robotham, who wrote the book that I have, while I have this book, Synthetic Astronomy in the 19th century, revived flat Earth ideas, although these were increasingly marginalized by mainstream pseudoscience. The belief of flat Earth is an ancient one, originating in various mythologies and religious texts, long before scientific models proposed spherical Earth theories. Early references come from Sumerian Greek Egyptian cosmology. All depicted as flat, immovable surface until Aristotle and Pythagoras, Galileo, and all these. So, yeah, like I said, it predates the assumption of globe throughout history. Want to do a part 3 of the timeline? Anyone claiming globe predates flat's a liar. History is the ultimate flat smack. The past is the ultimate flat smack, guys. Part 3 soon.